Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you would like to know the price, simply click on the link in the description below. If you enjoy our videos, we'd greatly appreciate it if you would buy a watch at jazztime.com. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Rolex Sky-Dweller white dial stainless steel reference 326934. I'm going to talk to you guys about the case, the bezel, the dial, the bracelet, the movement, try it on, and give you my thoughts. Let's dive right in. This is a 42 millimeter. It's the largest Oyster case that Rolex makes. Now, what do I mean by that? It's using an Oyster case. That means the type of case that is, as in what houses the movement, which is what my thumb is touching right here, is an Oyster style case. Now, what is an Oyster style case? It's a style of case that has these very tapered lugs that come in like this and are smooth all the way around, as opposed to being edged or coming to an edge like the Submariner and some of the other Rolexes. So in the Oyster case, this style, this smooth case, 42 millimeters, is the largest that Rolex makes. And for good reason, because the Sky-Dweller packs a lot of functions in it. Now, it's using a monoblock middle case with a screw-down case back, just like many of the other Rolex Oysters. And as I said before, it's made of stainless steel. Now, Rolex calls this watch white Rolesor. What is that? It's a combination of Oyster steel and 18 karat white gold. Now, what is that? Basically, it's stainless steel and white gold. Now, which part, you might ask? That leads us to the next part of this review, which is this bezel. This bezel is pretty darn special. Now, first of all, it's fluted. It's actually, and it's the only bezel that is rotatable that is fluted. So it's a fluted bidirectional rotatable Rolex ring command. I'm going to show you how to use it in a little bit, just briefly, but not before I talk to you guys about this dial. Now, they make this stainless steel version with both white, black, and blue. Blue probably being the most desirable, or at least the hardest to get. And white, well, as you see it here, pretty darn cool as well. Makes the watch look even bigger, actually, if you ask me. The white dial, as opposed to the black or the blue, really makes the watch stand out. There's not a whole lot of white dial watches. Okay. All right. Now let's talk a little bit about the functions of this watch. Now, it's really cool. This bezel. Okay. Now I've undone the crown here. I'm going to turn the bezel. Check this out. Now, in this farthest position, when I pull the crown out, in this farthest position, I can change the time, just like I would anything else. Okay? That's not really, like, something that's not really, actually, sorry. You turning it all the way to the right, all the way to the left, which is what I just did, this would be setting the GMT hand. Oh, I forgot to mention, not only is this watch an annual calendar, it's also a GMT. Now, you might be asking, well, what is that? What is a GMT? Well, it gives the watch the ability to tell a second time zone. You can tell, for example, this little dot right here. Now, if we set it, for example, to this, now this would be 1743 somewhere. 1743 comes out to 5:43 p.m. in another time zone. Okay? That's pretty darn cool if you ask me. Now, it just so happens that the hour hand and the minute hand are both set at 8 o'clock and 8 o'clock, but I'm going to soon change that. So I'm going to push it back in, turn it once to the right, pull back the crown again, and I'm going to change the hour hand. So, for example, I want to put let's say it's 4 o'clock where I'm at. Now, in a second time zone, it would be 20 o'clock, which corresponds to 8 o'clock, and in this, it would be 8:08 or 8:09, and in local time, it would be 8:09 p.m., and in local time, it would be 4:08, and whatever p.m. or a.m. I'm sure you would know, because it would be daytime or nighttime at wherever you're at. That makes sense? Now if I do it one more time, push in the crown again so that I'm able to move the command ring or the bezel as you just saw, pull it out one more time, let's see what happens. Oh yeah, now I'm changing the date as in 1 through 30. Now check this out. Once I get past 31, this is even more cool, okay? Check this out. Now this is right here at the 12 o'clock. You see how it's red right there? That means it's December 31st. Now check what happens on January 1st. Bam! Look at the red moved over 1. So that red moves over 1 for every month of the year. January through December, the first being January, and that would be it. So this would be January 1st, 4 a.m. or p.m., depending on what time it, a.m. or p.m., and then 20 o'clock, 8 o'clock, in some distant land. So if you push it back in, and again turn it to the right, now you pull out the crown, and you turn it, nothing happens because this is the final neutral position. That makes sense? Well, if it doesn't, buy the watch, read the owner's manual, and you'll figure it out. Okay, anyways, so let's continue on. I want to say something about this crown too. You know, I just noticed it when I was turning it. Wow, this is actually a really fat crown. It's a screw down twin lock double waterproof crown, but you know, holding it in my hands, it really feels quite a bit bigger. I'm not sure if I'm being deceived by how big the watch is, but the crown actually also seems bigger. And I guess that kind of makes sense. I mean, it's the largest oyster case that Rolex makes, so they would likewise not use a small crown. They'd use a crown that fits. Okay? All right, now, since we've talked about what this watch actually does, let's talk about the movement. All right, now you can't see the movement, but the movement is a caliber 9001, precise to plus minus 2 seconds a day, and it has a power reserve of 72 hours. It does a whole lot. It not only is an annual calendar, not a perpetual calendar, an annual calendar, it also is a GMT, which can tell time zone in a second time zone. Okay. Now let's move on to the bracelet here. The bracelet is a Oyster flat 3-piece link. Now they only make this, at least as of now, in the Oyster bracelet. They don't make it in a Jubilee bracelet or a President bracelet. That's it, just this one. But you know what else I noticed about this? This bracelet is different from the other Oyster bracelets from like other watches in that it's a lot fatter. And it kind of makes sense because this is a 22 millimeter case, so therefore it's got to have a fatter bracelet. And you know what? Comparing it to Datejust, I can just feel in my hand, I can tell that this is quite a bit bigger. I know you can't see that from here because proportionally Rolex makes all their watches, perfect. But actually, you know what? I got another watch here. I can show you real quick. This was actually a Platinum Daytona, so it's not the best comparison, but it has the same style bracelet. And if you want to look to see, you can see like how much fatter the bracelet is on the right from the Sky-Dweller than this Daytona. Let me see here. Hold it this way for you guys. Okay. You guys can see that, how it's a lot fatter on the right. Thicker at least. Okay, but proportionally it looks the same. Yeah, I just happen to have a diamond platinum Daytona worth 80 grand laying around on my desk. Okay, anyways, I actually also have this Sky-Dweller laying around on my desk. So if you'd like to buy it, please go to jazztime.com. Now the clasp I'm going to show you is a folding Oyster clasp with Easy Link 5mm comfort extension link. Now what does all that mean? Basically means you fold it over once, press the little top, and it closes. Now I want to show you something else here kind of cool, which is a 5mm comfort extension, and allows you to extend your watch in case you get hot. I think that's a pretty neat feature. Okay, anyhow, so I said I'd try this on and give you my thoughts. My thoughts are, if you are in the market for you like the Datejust style watch, but you want it with you think that the Datejust is too puny, and you want something larger, such as this 42mm, then you got to go with a Sky-Dweller. Now, I really am a huge fan of Rolex myself because, well, they're the best, and as far as the size, I really think this 42mm is great. I really like it, and I like that the bezel I like that they kept, the bezel, and it's the only watch that has this command ring. So it's very, very unique. It's very, very big, and it's very, very thick. So if you like that, and it also has a lot of functions. So for the price point, and everything that it's competing with, I just think it's a very good value. Those are my thoughts, and if you want to buy this watch, please go to jazztime.com, jaztime.com. If you watch this video, please buy it from us, not someone else. That's why we're making this video. Thanks.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on the mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.